Hello, my fellow crafters. Not too long ago, I showed you how I make some of my best-selling necklaces like these here. And I'm going to leave a link to that video over in the description. But today I'm going to show you another version that I make every now and again. I don't make them too often, but they sell just as well as the other ones do. And to make these, you're going to need a heart-shaped bead. I'm using a rose quartz. People absolutely love rose quartz. And you want your 20 gauge dead soft copper wire and your copper ball and chain. This is a number 6 ball and chain, and I'll leave a link for that in the description also. Now first I'm going to get about my wire, and I'm going to give myself a good 2 feet. You can give yourself a little bit more, a little bit less. It really depends on the size of your heart and how much extra volume you want it to have. So we're going to start this out the same way as we did the other necklaces and just wrap that wire right straight around the bail loop pliers like that. And then I'm going to put a little turn in my wire and bring that other wire down and around that. We're going to bring it around 4 times so that we have a little extra bit of a neck to work with. And I'll show you why in a little bit here. So now that we have our main wire going straight down and our other wire off to the side, we're going to go ahead and slide our heart bead on there. And now instead of going straight down, I'm going to bend it up just a little bit and kind of hold it a little bit with my thumb. As you can tell, this one's going to be a little bit harder than the other one, but it's still really simple. So you just have to take your time with this one a little bit more than the other one. So now I have basically a heart shape, and I'm meeting down here at the bottom. And then I'm going to hold both pieces with my thumb and index finger and bring that wire around. So I have a little loop at the bottom, just like that. And then I'm going to take both wires and bring it back behind, and that's going to lock that part into place. And now all we have to do is bring that up around the side of the heart, and you want to take your time so you get a nice little heart shape in there also. So we're basically following the shape of the heart. We're framing it in a way. And then you want to take your wire back behind that bail. And then in front. And now you're going to have to swoop it up just a bit to bring that heart shape back. And we're going to go ahead and give this one just a little bit of a curl right here, because we don't want it to be just the shape of the heart. We're going to wrap that around again. And then we're going to come around the back so that that holds that heart into place. And I am going to give it a little curl there. I'm going to bring this wire around. And that helps to stabilize the bail also and finish this off. And we're gonna, well, I'm gonna bring it around one more time. I like that little extra bit in there. And now I'm going to trim it off, and I'll tuck it down inside of that bail. Now each time you do this, the heart might come out a little bit different. It really depends on what you want it to look like. Now for this here, I'm going to add that swirl back down into there. So I'm going to bring my round nose pliers in right about in there and go ahead and give that a nice turn. And then I'm going to come in and trim it off right there. And the reason why I do that is because that allows me to continue that curl without having basically a hard turn in it. It just gives it more of a rounded look. Now this is covering up the heart a little bit more than I normally would like. But it still accents it nicely. And now I'm going to take and put this little frosted crystal with the AB coat at the bottom. And to do that, let me trim this end off real quick. Slide that down. And then turn that in. And that acts as a nice little head pin. And then I'm going to bring in my other pliers and I'm going to put right on top of the crystal, down near the bottom as much as possible, and bend it down at a 90-degree angle. And then I'm going to bring in my bail loop pliers. I technically can use my round nose, but I'm going to use my bail loop, and I need this to be large enough to go over both of those two wires. So I'm going to go with the third to the smallest setting, and I'm going to roll it around, and then I'm going to bring it around that wire. But I'm not doing anything else with it just yet, because I have to get it on here. I want it to be one solid piece and not have jump rings that could pull apart. So now that I have that on there, I am going to hold it with another pair of pliers, and that'll help to keep that shape. And then I'm going to bring in my other pliers and wrap it around. Give that a little bit of a trim. And tuck in that loose wire that I got a little bit sloppy with. So there we have our little heart-shaped pendant. Rather quick, simple, but still it's just a little bit different. And then I am going to take and measure out 18 inches of my ball chain here, and I measure all of them out to 18 inches. That way every necklace is uniform to the next. And I have a lot of people that will ask me if I have longer chain, and I try to keep chain on hand. That way, if they do need something a little bit longer, I can give that to them. And I can actually make extensions for them, which, now that I think about it, is exactly what I need to start doing. And just slide your necklace in there and get it closed up, and this is good and ready to go. So there we have our finished heart necklace ready to go to its new home. You can make these a little bit fancier if you'd like to, or a little less fancy. It's completely up to you. For me, it just depends on my mood and also how the wire is working for me. A lot of times I'll actually make it a little bit less of this and a little bit more of the lumps on the side or the bumps up top. And I don't always add a charm to the bottom, but I think it suits this one quite nicely. All right, well, I hope that this gave you a few new ideas, and thank you for hanging out with me today. And next time I am going to show you another version of my best-selling necklaces. But in the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful week. Hope to see you again soon. Thank you again. Happy crafting. Bye.